Hey, what's up guys? Skills WG here. Welcome back to another video. Today, what we are going to do is we are going to be doing how to throw weapons like a diamond. Today, we're going to go over how weapon throws can work for you in the game of Brawlhalla. And there's three main ways that you could use the weapon throws. The ones offensively, defensively, and to manipulate the movement of your opponent. So we're going to start off with the offensive ones first, because there's not too many. You just gotta figure out what to do with certain weapon throws. So we're going to go over the offensive ones first. And one of the major offensive ones is just the dodge throw from far across the map, right? So if your opponent is doing two different things, if they're just kind of running away from you like this a lot, you can do a dash throw like that. So what I did is do a dash jump throw. I'll kind of go over it slow for you here. So I do a dash jump. If you guys don't know how to do a dash jump, you do your dash button first and immediately jump right after, okay? Get used to doing that. And then when I am up in the air like this, I do a diagonal down throw. So doing this will keep any grounded opponent, it'll hit any grounded opponent, right? Just like that. That will only affect grounded opponents, but if they start jumping, you can aim higher, right? Or you can do like jumping throws like this. But it's not just about the weapon throw, because if you're just talking about weapon throws, you're not going to do much damage. It's what you do after the weapon throw. Okay, it's his reaction to the weapon throw. So let's just say you don't have to hard read them, but if a lot of people dodge after a weapon throw. So let's just say he likes to jump after a weapon throw, right? You could do something like throw it, boom, and then he's just got hit. He just likes to jump. He likes to dodge. He jumps up. He likes to spot dodge. Let's do a spot dodge here. Let's do a neutral dodge, right? Now that's part of like learning the game, learning his dodges, but as you can see, if they're just trying to wait, you could go really close, get really close to your opponent this way without them like hurting you. Because if they were to do an attack back, then it would just get stuffed by that weapon throw. Now, this weapon throw angle does have a true combo to it that is kind of hard to hit, but if you not doing a dodge, a jump dot, or a dash jump throw down, not doing this, but just doing a jump like that. So what you do is you throw your weapon down like this. So right there, you saw what happened there. That is a true combo that happens with the thrown weapons. You can throw it at the angle like that. They will get hit, and then you do a down light after that. There we go. You saw right here is what the true combo is. I'm not very good at hitting this super often in matches, so you won't see it often. So you see, I kind of am falling down, and I do a down angled throw. So it's a very slow moving weapon, but because in this game weapons can't be, only thing you can do with weapons is dodge through them, so they could either dodge through them or not. He got hit, so I ran up, followed up with a down light. Okay, this game is trolling me, and that's not exactly what happened. Okay, so this is exactly, let's see if it works this time. So I threw a weapon, down light, grabbed the weapon, jumped, and followed up with a down air. Now this is a much more complicated, like that also works, you know, down there. This is much more complicated for like higher or for lower ranked people, but it is still something that you can do. Now the other offensive way to use this, it's kind of like a mix between a defensive and offensive way, because when you get knocked up into the air really high, you can throw your weapon straight down, right? So that is a defensive option, but you can use it as aggressive option if it hits somebody, and as okay, you can use it as an aggressive option. Hey, words work for me today, yay! So if you're falling down defensively, hit, follow up with a nair after that. And you will always hit them, like 90% of the time. As long as you're in a really pretty much close range, if you're way up here, you're not going to hit them. But even at higher damage, it is a possibility. See how they bounce up off the floor if you're throwing it down like that? So if you happen to hit your opponent from throwing it down from being in the sky, just use your nair. It'll hit them a lot. So the next way you could throw your weapon aggressively is off stage. You hit your opponent off stage. You could throw your weapon immediately after some kind of attack here. Usually at a angled down position, depending on where your opponent it might be. And it won't always hit. You like that. You'll see that it won't hit all the time, but it will hit some of the times, and equaling a early knockout. So you see how I threw the weapon down like that? A lot of people like to jump right after getting attacked. So sometimes they will get hit like that. You see that? I did a side air there. Another one. Boom. Look at that. And that happens a lot. I mean, it happens to me a lot too. I wouldn't kill with these attacks normally. And doing that thrown weapon is what kills them. So you can see right here what happens exactly. All right, so the sword downlight happens, downlight side air, jump side air right there. Okay, now instead of just throwing your sword, what you got to do is use that chase dodge you get as an advantage. So you'll see this chase dodge towards my opponent, especially side attacks like this. It'll throw your weapon so much faster by chase dodging towards your opponent and throwing it then. You see how high it was? He jumped right into it. And that's because of the fast moving pace of the chase dodge. If I was to do sword again and do it not at chase dodge, then we'll see what happens here. Look out, see how much lower that was? Did you see how low that was? That ain't gonna happen. All right, same thing works for angled down attacks. Like I said, it just depends on the weapon, but like bow here, look at that. So I did it to get into the proper position. I also used the chase dodge straight forward, and then I just threw my angle down. So I knocked him off stage using a down air. The chase dodge is straight to the right towards my opponent, and then I did an angled down dodge or throw right there, and he just jumped right into it. Once again, depends on where you're hitting him, but you'll get used to it if the more you try this. Look at that, it just works so good. One of the best aggressive options that most people use in the game that's not that hard to do. But once again, it won't happen all the time because not everybody's going to dodge out of it. Or not everybody's going to just jump into it and hit it. They're going to dodge through it and not die. Now, defensively using it is, as I said before, falling from the sky. You get hit from the sky. One of the best ways to get back on stage safely. And remember, don't do this all the time because you don't want to lose your weapon all the time. But it's a good way to kind of sneak something out of there if you can't get on. Somebody hits you a couple times, then you can throw your weapon. But if you get knocked in the air like this, get close to like a side of the stage here and try to throw your weapon on, right? Because they will probably run into it if they're going to attack you. If they don't attack you, then you're going to land on stage anyway, and you'll be on stage safely. But doing that will help you get onto the stage better, and they won't be able to hit you. So it's a win-win. It's defensive. You're not going to attack anyone after getting hit. At least not like that, unless they're getting your face somehow. But that's your way to get onto stage, is by throwing your weapon down. Throw it straight down. Throw it at an angle. That's one of the two ways to do it. Rocket Lance and Hammer have good throwing abilities, especially getting back on stage. But you can still do this with any weapon. I like to throw it right down and see if they're gonna get hit, because I gotta do that. Boom, nair. If they don't, and I throw down, I just land safely. I can pick up my weapon, no problem. Another defensive option to use with sword or with weapon throws here is when you're off stage. When you're trying to get back up stage, if someone like this cross comes out on this edge here and trying to kill you with a down air with blasters or whatever, you try to come back up, you could just throw your weapon up, just like that. If he gets close to you and he happens to get hit by the weapon throw, you can recover him and then be in a position to come back to stage. Let me kind of show you what I mean. So let's just say this cross that's right here on the edge is actually floating above me. He's trying to kill me. So what I'm going to do is throw my weapon throw up like this and then recover afterwards. Once I am able to hit him here, boom, they may not expect it and they get hit from your recovery and you're back on stage just like that. Throwing your weapon at least gives you an opportunity to get on the stage quicker. What I like to do is throw my weapon up and then wait for it and see what happens, right? I don't want to follow my weapon up immediately right after, because if I don't hit him and he doesn't come off the stage, then you're kind of not out of luck. But you can, if you throw your weapon up like that, you can try to grab it when it comes back down and not die. But if you can't, if you're finding yourself not being able to get to the stage, just try it. Just try it. I do it a lot, especially with Rocket Lance. Rocket Lance is one of my most used thrown weapons to get back to the stage. It does, well, like I said, it has a big hitbox, but all weapons will work, and you can save your butt sometimes doing that. Now, one of the last ways to use a weapon throw is manipulation of your opponent, the opponent's movement, okay? So there's the main way, mostly used off stage if someone's trying to come back to the stage. Instead of throwing your weapon out to attack them after you've done a hit, it's used to kind of guess where they're going to go by like slowly moving to the stage, going up like this, whoops, and throwing your weapon straight up. See how it kind of gets into a position where it's just like this. If I get hit by this thing while trying to recover back to stage, I have to go down around it, I have to dodge through it, or I have to jump up around it, because if I'm at low health, something just like that will hurt me, and I'll be in a bad position to get hit, maybe even die with a weapon throw. So doing that means one of the three, he has three options. You could do, let's just say they dodge through the weapon throw. So you do this. The best way, like I said, to do it is slowly move towards the edge and jump in the air and throw like that. Okay? So if they do that, if you do that and they decide to dodge through the weapon, okay? You can do this, follow it wherever they are, and then do something like a down sig right there. Unarmed down sig. If that happens, they dodge through, they just get hit. That's one of the more hard reads though, but it's still a possibility. Same thing you do if they try to go above, you just follow them above and you recover them. Because you're trying to watch where they're going and recover them. Same about going below, depending on where they're at. They have to go, so especially like that last right there. If they're trying to go to the edge of the stage to get on there, you can just whoop, boom, recover, because they couldn't go here and they couldn't go over here because you're ground pounding right there and your weapon is over there. Right? So it's two positions that you are guarding using the weapon throw, and you're trying to position them based on your weapon throw. Right? So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to be able to mess with their movement based on you just throwing your weapon. But it happens a lot, and it works really, really well. So there was kind of an example right there of what to do if someone is trying to go down and around your weapon, okay? So here we got the guy. I threw my weapon in the air. He doesn't want to get hit by it, so he goes down and around it to get to the edge of the stage. But I'm there to stop him from getting hit, right? So here's the example of using a weapon throw to get multiple like area of effect for your attack. And there you go. I attacked, hit him, killed him because he didn't want to get hit by the weapon throw. He didn't dodge, so he could very well have dodged me, but it's something that you have to figure out. Is he gonna dodge? If he's on the edge like that, he can't dodge, or they're not able to dodge on the edge of the wall like that. But that's an example of covering more space using the weapon throw. And here's another way. This is something else that people do a lot when going off stage. Instead of throwing it at an angle like this while you're moving, you can literally get off stage right here. Just throw it up. And see how what I did? I used the recovery there to like expect them to go up and dodge through me, and then also use the thrown weapon to hit them back down. There's the combo that people love to do. Okay, this is not something I do very often, but like I said, okay, so let's go from the start here. The guy goes down, and this is like not a great situation because it's a bot, but sometimes if they're going underneath you, they want to get through you, so they dodge through you. So you recover up into your weapon, and then they do immediate ground pound to kill them down below. Because they get all janky and all confused of where they're at because of the weapon throw, right? You could practice this and do really good, crazy things with it. It's not a necessary thing. I don't use that nearly at all. But it is a thing you can do to get your opponent a little bit more confused on where everything is going, and even possibly kill him that way. And there we go, guys. How to throw weapons like a diamond. Hope you guys learned a bunch of information there on how to throw weapons and what to do with weapon throws in this game. If you guys have any questions down below, please ask me. I'll try to answer as soon as I can, if I can. Also, if I missed anything in the video, please leave your comment down below also, and I'll try to give it a heart to show many other people just as much information about weapon throws as we can. But there you go. How to throw the weapons like a diamond in the books. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.